Hey, y'all. Welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in, y'all. Welcome to A to Z Designs. My name is Amy. I'll be your host today. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're well. If you don't see a red box right there that you're catching the replay, which most of you probably are. Y'all, I've been making decorations this morning. I don't know, for a couple hours for the big celebration. So when you hop on, hit the heart button for me and comment birthday. Tell me if that works. I've been messing with my technology and I'm not sure it's working. All right, let me see here. So let me show you what I've done so far. I've got a bunch of stuff laid out here on my desk. I don't even know where we're going to begin, to be honest. But say hey, comment birthday for me, y'all, and make sure that is working. I don't know if it's going to. All right, so we're going to create some decorations for our boys' birthday party tomorrow. And I've got some ideas for you. First of all, I'm going to pull this out. This is the letterboard font. We are going to use this. And I'm going to show you. We're going to kind of put a spin on it and add something to it. Let's see if it works. So the two colors mostly that I'm going to use today are Cadet and Colonial Blue for the decor. Hey. All right, somebody let me know if birthday is working. It is working, so when you go to your messenger, you see all the things, right? Okay, so another one, I was scrolling through my list of available items. This is called Best Year Yet, and it's all about birthdays. So I'm going to use the balloon. I think I'm going to use the balloon, y'all. So sit back, relax. Let's do this. TGIF. Okay, so this is a size B. And what we're going to do is take our scissors and I'm going to cut out, I think, just the balloon and the little balloon tail. I don't know that I'm going to use the balloon tail, but we're going to see what happens. Let's do this. But, you know, I figured, why not make decorations for their party with some of my amazing products. So that is good. This is good. That's already, I think, cut up. Let me just double check. Yes. Good. Okay, we're done with these. I've got tiles. Lots and lots of tiles that we're going to use for our letterboard. We have them in white and we have them in black. Okay. So let me show you what I made this morning. While everybody was sleeping, I was doing my own thing. Isn't that awesome? Okay, let me find the end of this one. So we offer a reusable banner kit. So I put birthday and I coordinated, or I did the every other one, Cadet and then Colonial Blue. But check it out, y'all. So that says birthday. So this one's going to be longer. And let me set this to the side so I know that I am finished with it. And then I did this one. I did a second one for happy. So I'll put happy above birthday on the mantle. But these are reusable. They're double-sided. And I put all of the supplies for this as well in the supply list. Because, y'all, let me tell you, I used that for the shower that we threw last weekend, along with the letterboard. And I am loving creating my own party decorations. So this is the letterboard, like board itself, and this is awesome quality. So you have multiple options. You could hang it right here. You could just lean it. Or in the supply list, I put our easel that goes with this so that you can put it in an easel if you want to put it on a counter. Maybe you don't want to lean it, whatever it is. But this is amazing. Okay, so we're going to create, it's going to say Happy Birthday Boys. Happy. All right, so we're going to start here. Let me get my paste open. Hey, y'all. What's going on? Thanks, Tracy. Hit the heart button for me, y'all. Sprinkle the video. We're going to lay our transfers down. Now, I'm going to show you what I do, rule of thumb with these. The little transfer itself fits the blocks perfectly. So I line up the edges and put it directly on my little, well, I guess it's the tile. So we're going to have to reuse some of these. The P, because there are 2 P's in Happy. But I used the letterboard and I used the pennant banner, or the hanging banner for the shower, and it was super cute. So I'm like, well, gosh darn it, I can just do this for every party that we host, right? It's kind of fun. It's not kind of fun. It's a lot of fun. Hey, Kathy, how are you? And Amy. Hi, Lorena. All right, so I'm going to start with Colonial Blue for the H. Okay, so when you're doing this, just have patience, y'all. Depending on what you're going to say, it may take you a little bit to get this project done. But don't fret, y'all. Just have fun with it. Like this morning, making that hanging banner was so relaxing to me. Okay, so I've laid out Happy, and I'm just going to like skip them as I go. And I've got Colonial Blue and I've got Cadet. Okay, so we need to reuse the P. So I'm going to lift it up. And I have this, whoops. I actually borrowed one of the boys' towels today. And I'm going to use that over here to the side. And I don't have a board eraser. What's new? Okay, so I've got one right here. Hey, Cheryl King. Hi, Teeny. You want to place an order through Etsy, but my cart won't load. I've been trying for 2 days. Oh my gosh. Sharon, I don't know if anybody else has had that issue. I don't know. Okay, so I cleaned this. I'm going to lay this back down, and we're going to do the last 2. This letter. We already did the other one. Just kidding. All right. P. That one bled a little bit because I was rushing, but we can fix it because this material is our boutique finish, so it is reusable. All right, so we've got Happy. Everybody's happy, right? Hey, Brownie. Hey, y'all. Come on in, y'all. It's Friday, and we are making some party decorations for the boys. And I chose blue. So anytime you want to, I prefer to dry my paste before I try and clean up like a paste bleed, I guess you could call it. I just want to dry these really quick, and then we'll go fix that here in a second. But I'm going to set these off to the side. Okay, so now I know that we ended in Colonial Blue. So now we're going to spell out birthday. Oh, there you go. Tracy said. Okay, B-I-R-T-H-D-A-Y. So we're going to start with Cadet. So let me clean these really quick, y'all, because we're going to need the Y and the H. Hi, Jerry. And the A. So I just take these on a towel and use my board eraser and just place them down off of the towel. Okay, I'm limited on my space today, y'all, because I've got all the decorations happening. But this is an amazing thing to add to your DIY stuff, okay? All right, so we need the B. What does that spell? All right, so we've got the B. I'm just going to lay these right here for a second. I-R-R-Y. are, we've got the, nope, we don't have the T. We have the H, we need the D, the A, and the Y. All right, so let's put these on here. You know, I've had this letter board for quite a while, and I didn't really do much with it until I used it for the shower. But y'all, I really fell in love with it. Like, I don't know about you, but we have people over quite a bit. But like for Christmas Eve specifically, I can't line this up, y'all. Like, I can put Merry Christmas on this. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so that's the H, the D, A, Y. Hey, Karen. A. Nope. A and Y. And I love that it is reusable. Okay, that's crooked. That's even worse. Slow down. And the H. So I would recommend that you get all of your letters laid out. And we're going to start with Cadet, and we're just going to go down the line of tiles. Okay, and skipping as we go. Skipping a tile as we go for the other color. And then I'm going to show you how to take, we're going to use the balloon and incorporate it on the letter board. I'm going to show you how to do that. Hopefully that works. We're just testing. Testing today. Okay, so there's all that. Then we're going to come over here with the other blue, Colonial Blue. And hopefully I spelled it right, y'all. Double check me. Okay. Good to go. Now I'm going to peel these off and then lay them on my dingy little bath towel that I have. I needed a bigger, I needed something bigger other than my little drying mat that I normally use, because I was working with a lot of transfers this morning and now. So you can use a towel. So I'm just peeling these off, and then we'll clean these. Hey Ruth, how are you? Oh, how fun, Amy. That's fun. What are y'all doing this weekend? All right, so we've got birthday. Let me dry these really quick. I know, Lorena. I know. Thanks, Vanetta. How are you, Vanetta? Hi, Lori. I'm telling you, get the letter board, get the pennant banner or the hanging banner, because, boom, two things right there, party decorations, change it out, and you don't have to buy it. Like last night I was on Amazon. I did buy a blue tablecloth, and I bought blue plates, but I'm like, I don't really need to buy anything else because I can make the decorations with this. They don't need crazy decorations, right? They'll love this. So, it's pretty awesome. All right, we are going to use our chalk suede paper today. We're going to use that. Okay, so that's done. So I'm going to slide these up here. And then this is what I'm working with. I don't know if you can see this, but this is the towel that I have. And I'm just spraying them, and then I just take my little board eraser, kind of have a system down, and then I'm just placing it on my fuzzing cloth. All right, now if I know that I'm not going to reuse one of the letters, I'm going to lay it sticky side up, okay? Because if you were to lay it sticky side down and you're not going to use it again, you basically just fudged your transfer when you're not going to use it. So if you lay it sticky side up, because you're not going to use it again, you can put it directly back onto the backer sheet. That's at least how my brain works. Okay, because when you fuzz it, you're applying lint to the back. Well, you're not using it again. So wait until you use it again to fuzz it, right? Because you want it to stick to your backer sheet. Hopefully that made sense. All right, clean this. I like to clean as I go. If at all possible, you can definitely take this, these little pieces to your sink. And this is a terrible sound that it's making. Exactly, it's better that it's made by Mom. And they're going to get a kick out of it. Or they're going to be like, oh, Mom. All right, so I'm going to reuse the B. So I'm going to put that sticky side down. That one I'm not. This is the R. And then I need the O, the Y. The Y's over here chilling. So we need to fuzz that. B-O-Y. And then S. So let's grab the S. Now, these are so small. Oh, wait, where's the Y? Oh, it's right here. And I've used it quite a bit. Like, I haven't shown you guys that I've used it, but I have used it. I mean, I had a sign one time that I used it for, and then I was playing around one day with it, but then I had it for the shower, and then now. So as the transfers are used, the stickiness will kind of go away. Not like 100%. Okay, I don't want you to freak out. But you don't always need to fuzz it if you've used it multiple times. Oh, I know what I didn't grab. The O. Come to me. All right, so B-O-Y-S. Lay this down. B. That's really crooked. Okay, so we ended with Colonial Blue, so now we're going to start with Cadet. Oh, gosh. Y. Okay, so there's that. Boys will be boys, absolutely. Thanks, Cynthia, for the stars. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. Okay, let me see here. They are 11 years old. Nobody told me what you're doing this weekend. Tell me what you're doing. Is it cold there? It is a little chilly here, y'all. It's about, it was like 55 last I checked this morning. Just a little, not terrible. The boys are out getting their hair cut right now with Dad. No telling what else they're doing. I sent Zach a text and I'm like, well, I'm going live. And then I think I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So if he tries to reach me or he texts back, it ain't gonna happen. You're doing a craft sale, Diane? That is so fun. Good for you. All right, clean these. Then we're going to be done with our letterboards font. This is the letterboard font. All right, sticky side up. Don't need these. Don't need to refuzz them because I'm not going to reuse them right now. Okay. Clean, clean. All right, so we're using Cadet and Colonial Blue in case you just hop on. All right, so we're done with that. I'll put those away here in a second. So we're going to dry these and make sure they're good to go. No school? Yeah, exactly. No school today. Oh, good, Diane. I'm so excited for you. Hey, Leslie, how are you? Finishing putting up my Christmas decorations. Girlfriend, I need to start. Hi, Noreen. 40 here heading to the lower part of Wisconsin for final state championship game. Christine, that's fun. Good luck. Wish you well. Hey, Kathy. Hey, V, how are you? All right, so, yeah, no school today. It's like teacher in-service day or something. So they were up and playing video games this morning, that's for sure. And now they're out and about with Dad. I had the groceries delivered for tomorrow. They have to make their cakes. Dylan wants a vanilla cake with vanilla icing. Jackson wants an ice cream sandwich cake. Thanks, Leslie. All right, so a couple of these have a little bit of bleeding happening here. I don't know if you can see that. Boom, look at that, the bottom of the A. So I have my detail tool, the little pointer thing, and I'm just going to scrape that off. And it's gone. Okay, there is a little bit of blue left, but I'll take a wipe to that as soon as we're done here and get the rest off. But this works wonders. And that's why I suggest on our boutique finish, just my opinion, you dry it first before you try to clean it up. Okay, let me try and do this. Veterans Day, it is. We went to the Veterans Day performance yesterday at the boys' school. All right, so I lied, and I'm just going to take a wipe right now and get those because I might forget. All right, so those are done, okay? I'm going to take the letterboard now, actually, and put these in there because I need to see how much room. You have 4 rows, okay? So I'm going to do Happy on the top, and they slide right in. I don't know if you can see this, but they just slide like right in, and then they come out just very, very nicely. Okay, so what I'm going to do is kind of work this way. Let me find the P that's the opposite blue. See how easily they go in? Y'all, these are so awesome. I am in love with these now that I've used them more. B-I-R-T. This is a spelling bee, okay? Or spelling lesson. D-A-Y. Speaking of, my son came home, Dylan, yesterday. We've been working so hard on their spelling words every week. He got 100 on his spelling test, and Jackson got a 95. Y'all, that is huge. It's been a struggle these last few weeks at school. So I am very excited. Okay, so let me show you. This is what we have, and you can space it however you want. Isn't that stinking cute? I love that so much. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the balloon. Let me get my chalk suede paper out. I think we're just going to use, I have like a scrap piece right here. But what I'm going to do is first I'm going to wax it. Let me flip it over this way. Thank you. Did Zach use my wax thing last night? He sure did. Okay, so I'm going to wax this entire area. This is chalk suede material. Oh, thanks, Gail. Whoa. Were you ever a teacher? No, I was not a teacher in my previous life. You know, yesterday, okay, so when we went to the Veterans Day performance, it was the entire school in the gym, okay? I don't know if y'all heard my story yesterday. I didn't tell this part, but we went there, and I'm just watching the teachers try to control all these kids while the performance is going on. Like, there were veterans there announcing, like, how many years they've been. It was really cool. I told Zach I was so glad that we went. And we left, and I'm like, I have so much respect for teachers. Like, it was insane. Like, how they had to manage, like, all of that, or tried to manage it. Like, no thanks. Not for me. I could not do that. You couldn't pay me enough money to do it. So, kudos, shout out to all the teachers out there. All right, so I'm going to put all these back really quick, y'all, because I need my fuzzing cloth. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this balloon. And hopefully I inspire you to go get all these decoration pieces. But yes, the teachers were, you know, it was, hey, shh, quiet, shh. Somebody's talking, shh. And the kindergartners were in there, and I just looked at them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember when my boys were this little. And now my boys are the oldest in the school. Going to middle school next year, y'all. You better start praying right now because I'm very nervous about it. Very nervous about it. Okay, so we've got all of our, it's all back together, and you even have numbers, all these little symbols, whatever it is, like the heart I used for my sister-in-law shower. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff there. All right, so we're going to fuzz this, but not a whole lot. Let me tell you why. The balloon, the shape that we're going for is all silkscreen. There's no stickiness to it. The only stickiness is around the balloon. Well, I don't want that sticky to stick too well to my chalk suede. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and fuzz it a little bit by applying lint to the back. And now I got to remember what side I waxed. I think it's this side, yes. All right, here we go. So I'm thinking, I think I'm going to do this on an angle because there is a little bitty like tail. You'll see that? To the balloon. Absolutely, Holly. Marilee, thank you so much for the stars. Yeah, I couldn't do it, Holly. I absolutely 100% could not do that. All right, so I think we might put this on in a minute. Okay, so what we're going to do, I thought we could do a hot mess is what we call it. Let me get my little things here. Okay, so I'm just going to use two colors, the blues that we've used so far today. And I'm just going to take my little stir stick and just kind of dab it in the jar, grab a little bit on it, maybe too much of that color, but the cadet is going to be dominant for sure. But this is a fun way. Hopefully it works. I'm just testing the waters today, y'all. We're going to use our glue dots. I need to get those out before I forget. My niece is a teacher and has 2 autistic students. You know, those kids and all kids hold a special place in my heart. I don't know if I've told y'all. I think I have. But when I was in high school, my dream was to grow up and be a special education teacher. Like, that is where my heart is. And was at the time. Like, I did the extra classes with the kids, you know, that had a little bit of special needs. They have my heart. Like, that was my dream, was to grow up and do that, to be that teacher. I just did not get there, y'all. I guess it wasn't my calling. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take a small squeegee, and I'm just going to push down. Like I said, this cadet may overpower, but it's fine. And then I got some over here, which is fine. Hey, Rach. But I'm going to just kind of push and twist at the same time, covering this entire balloon area. All right. Then what I'm going to do, we're going to cut the balloon out. So in case I go over the sides, it's no big deal. I'm going to pick up all of this excess, but I'm not going to put this in my jar because it looks cadet, but it is mixed. Okay. So this is just going to get, I don't know, put away. Is she really, Jeannie? Hey, Deb. I just absolutely love it. So when part of my high school, during my high school years, there was this one girl named Amanda, and she had spina bifida, I think it was. But I was so into that. Like, I would go hang out with her on the weekends to her house and just work with her and be with her family. And it was pure joy for me. All right, let's see what happens when we lift this up. Oh, look at that balloon, y'all. Look how cute. Look at it. It worked. That makes me so excited. All right, so let me set this to the side and spray it. All those classes taught you how to deal with Zach, right? Okay, so I'm going to spray that transfer. And then what I'm going to do, let me see something, because I want to put the little tail, the bottom of the balloon, and I got a little bit down here. And look, the wipe took it up. There we go. So see, I got rid of the extra that was extra. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to dry this before I add the tail. Hey, Barbara. Yes, special place in my heart. The colors look really good, y'all. It's almost like a tie-dye. So it's Colonial Blue and Cadet. So we'll add the tail. I don't know what color to do the tail. Maybe just black. And then we're going to cut around it. Let me see. Please hold. Okay. All right, so there's that. There's a little bit right here that's a little bit thicker. Let me just dry that because, goodness. Thanks, Deb. You do you, y'all. All right, so you want to make sure it's really dry before you add the transfer down right next to it. So I'm going to add the little balloon tail here, but I really want to make sure that this is fuzzed well because I don't want it, because it's going to be right next to the bottom of that balloon. I don't want it to pick up that paste. Okay. So fuzzing it really well. It's really tiny, but it is oh so mighty sticky. Let me just tell you. It is like, girl, you need to fuzz me 10 times. So that's what we're going to do. Did anybody count? All right, so we've got this. I'm going to line this up right at the edge, right at the bottom. Like that. Okay, and I'll show you. So I did it right at the very bottom. Okay. Let's grab some black. And let's do our little tail. And then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna cut that out. Y'all. It's gonna be real interesting because I don't know. I didn't think that through. It's fine. We'll make the best of it, right? All right, let's get the rest of this. Lift it up. Yes. Look. Now we have a balloon, y'all. How fun is that? Okay, we're going to dry that, and then I'm going to grab my little scissors, and we are going to cut that out, and I'm going to figure out a way to get it onto the letterboard, which I think you guys will love. Hi, Eva. How are you? Hit the heart button for me, y'all, if you don't mind. Hey, Karen. All right, let me put these away. And let me find the scissors that I'm going to use. I think I'm going to go with my big ones. My little ones, I've cut too many, like, wire things. They're, like, little dull. You know what, Deb? So funny you say that. I actually thought about that. I thought about adding twine to the balloon. So if this doesn't work out, we'll just cut this right off and add the twine. Great minds think alike, girlfriend. Great minds. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just cut this in half. So always save your scraps. Like, y'all, a 12-pack of this 12 by 12 chalk suede will last you, I kid you not, a year. No joke. All right, so I'm going to go slightly around with a little bit, not even, I don't know. I didn't leave any, what is the word? Like, I'm cutting it pretty close to the edge of that, which is fine. You could leave 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, whatever you want. But let's go around it. And I'm thinking Deb's way with the twine may actually be what I end up doing. But we'll see. All right, so let me just cut some of this off. I gotta concentrate, y'all. Bear with me. Cut this off. And then I'll show you how we're gonna add it. That balloon is so cute. How should I do this? All right, let's just see what it looks like with the chalk suede chalk tail, balloon tail, string. And then we'll decide if we should do the twine instead. But y'all, it is so fun to take different transfers and just do all the things with them. That's exactly what I did for the shower. I just looked at what I had in my stash, and then I just kind of mixed a bunch of them together and came up with party decorations. It was super fun. Okay, so that's what we have. Not really sure I'm a fan of that. I don't really like that. Okay, we're just gonna go snip, snip. Bye-bye, tail. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Let's grab our board. Save my chalk suede sheets. And let's grab some twine. And I'm going to use, what am I going to use? I'm just going to use a piece of tape for this. No need to glue it. Let me think about this. Hold on. Please hold. All right, so I want the balloon to go right about, where do I want this balloon? Right there? I could do several balloons now that I think about it. Okay, we're gonna just put it right there. So what I'm gonna do is slide an extra tile in there. I'm gonna grab my glue, what do we call these? Dots. Okay, I'm gonna grab my glue dots. Let me think about this. Hold on. Please hold. I'm gonna grab a piece of cardboard. We're just getting all sorts of creative today. I need a little bit of elevation. There we go. Let me do one more. Okay, glue dot. Nobody's gonna know, right? Nobody's gonna know. There we go. Okay, so if that's gonna be there, I'm gonna take my twine, tape it to the back of my balloon, like so. Then I'm gonna grab another glue dot and put it right here on this cardboard and put the balloon, okay? And now you have, ooh, I got another idea. What I love about glue dots is you can like, make them so that you can't see them. So we're gonna have a really long tail for our balloon, our string. Like that. Oh, that's so cute. Y'all, I'm excited about this. So check it out. Look, happy birthday, boys. And I just took the glue dots and put them at the bottom. Isn't that fun? Thank you, Michelle, for the stars. What do y'all think? And you can add wherever you want. Put it up here. Put it down here. I just wanted to give them a little bit of decoration for their party. Fun, right? It is precious. Thank you so much. So, y'all, that is what we did today. I hope you love it. I hope I inspired you. All of this is available when you comment birthday. Check your messages, and we'll see you next time. Bye, friends.